Hello, thanks for joining us on Lina TV News. My name is Salim Moses Alkali. The headlines. Former Governor UMAR BAGO of Niger State swear in 5 more permanent secretaries. Federal government concludes plan to install biometric gates in major airports in the country. President TINUBU back in the country. And now, the news in full. Former Governor Mohammed Umar Bago of Niger State has sworn in 5 new permanent secretaries at the Executive Council meeting in Government House, Minna. While speaking at the occasion, the governor called on the new appointees to justify the trust and confidence reposed on them and discharge their duties diligently to serve humanity and in conformity with the laid-down guidelines. The Magistrate Court 1, Muhammad, administered the oath of office and allegiance on the new permanent secretary. The newly sworn-in permanent secretaries are Dr. Baba Uthman Al-Haji from Agaye, Umar Danlami from Rijau, Rahila Ilia from Mariga, James Tetengi Beki from Idati, and Salihu Mohammed Alfa from Lavun local government area. Speaking to journalists in an interview, the permanent secretaries expressed delight with the elevation and promised to give in their best in serving the state. They promised to recommit themselves to the realization of the new Niger agenda of former Governor Umar Bago. President Bola Tinubu is back in Abuja after a 4-day official trip to Addis Ababa, capital of Ethiopia. The Nigerian president participated in the 37th Ordinary Session of the Assembly of Heads of State and Government of the African Union, AU. President Tinubu, whose official plane Nigeria Air Force One touched down at the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, at about 3:36 p.m., was received by senior government officials led by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume. Other top government officials who were at the airport to welcome the president include his Chief of Staff, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribado, Imo State Governor, Senator Hope Uzodinma, Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawale, and the National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Ganduje. Others were the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, Director General of the Department of State Services, DSS, Yusuf Bichi, and other security chiefs. While in Addis Ababa, Tinubu, among other things, was appointed by the AU as the champion for human resources for health and community health delivery partnership. He also joined other African leaders to proffer solutions to the common challenges facing the countries, as well as deliberation on refocusing on the continental organization for better service delivery in the various areas, including healthcare, commerce, and security. The president used the opportunity while addressing the assembly to inform the continent that Nigeria was ready to host the African Central Bank on its soil, in accordance with an earlier agreement in the Abuja Treaty. The National Assembly Workers Union, under the aegis of Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, PASAN, has reviewed a document endorsing a new bill which seeks to extend the service years of staff of the Apex legislature. This is, however, contrary to earlier media reports that the clerk of the National Assembly, Sani Magaji Tambuwal, and about 200 top management members of the association due for retirement this year are behind the bill. The bill, which has been passed by the House of Representatives and now before the Senate for concurrence, seeks for extension of retirement age of staff of the National Assembly Service from 60 to 65 years and from 35 to 40 years in service. The civil service rules currently prescribes 35 years in service or 60 years age for employees to mandatorily retire. Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, ASU, has said it will ground activities in universities across the country if the withheld salaries of its members are not paid. This was in reaction to the exclusion of members of SANU from the payment of the withheld salaries by the federal government, which only commenced payment for the Academic Staff Union of Universities recently. The chairperson of ASU at the Federal University of Technology, Minna, Professor Bolahan Bolarin, confirmed the development to journalists, adding that President Bola TINUBU in October 2023 approved the release of 4 of the 8 month's ASU's withheld salaries. Federal government has concluded plans to install biometric clearance gates for Nigeria. Immigration service in all international airports in the country. The gates are expected to be ready at the airports by March 2024. Speaking during an inspection visit to the Abuja International Airport, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, said Lagos would get 17 gates, Abuja 10, Port Harcourt and Kano would get 5 each, and Enugu would get 4. The international airports in Nigeria, where the facilities will be installed, are the Murtala Muhammad International Airport in Lagos, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, Malam Aminu Kano International Airport, Port Harcourt International Airport, and Akano Obian International Airport in Enugu.